Hold the beer. Hello. So last November, I went on a 4-day camping trip to Big Sur State Park with some of my friends that I hadn't seen in a while. For those unfamiliar, Big Sur is in a beautiful stretch of the Northern California coast. It's home to tall redwood forest, a big river, and some of the most magical looking mountainous ocean fronts. By the time we got to the campsite, the sun was already setting, so we hurriedly set up our tents and went right ahead to my favorite part: cooking dinner. On the menu for the night was a Moroccan chicken pilaf, courtesy of Costco rotisserie chicken, cucumber salad, and a 12-pack of hazy IPAs we situated on top of a tree stump. We were also accompanied by a family of deer that were just like milling around the campsite the whole time.
Maybe they left. Somebody left.
Everybody make your "it's the day of after the election" face.
Why would you say that?
Moving on to day 2, we took our sweet time eating breakfast, as you should when you're camping, and headed up towards Andrew Malera State Park to go on a long hike for the day. After crossing a shallow but extremely cold river at the start, we exited at a wide open viewpoint that was seriously so breathtaking. I absolutely adored all the towering redwood trees along the path, and we stopped at this big, sturdy, fallen log for lunch. There really is nothing better than eating a super basic but classic sandwich after a long day of hiking while sitting around in nature with your friends. So that's exactly what we did. We then found a trail that led down towards the beach and decided to drop our bags at the top so we could just frolic around and do whatever the heck this is. This is probably the most common knowledge to anyone who lives by the beach, but for some reason we were so intrigued by these tubular algae looking things scattered all over the sand, and I later googled this to be bull kelp, but anyway, we started cutting into it, and they were also easily amused by how smooth the cut was. Oh wow, that's really satisfying.
Oh, that does not smell good.
After such a stressful few weeks leading up to this trip, it was so nice to just feel like a little kid again, enjoy time in nature with absolutely zero internet service, zero agenda, and just going with the flow and seeing what happens. It's day 3 now, and for the spread, I felt like doing a full-scale gouache and color pencil painting because I thought this scene just looked so cozy and festive for the fall, and I wanted to document it. We decided to have just a super chill, go with the flow day, and that started with checking out the Big Sur Lodge to grab coffee and explore the rest of the campground.
Yeah, look how small.
This is Miho holding the tiniest Burt's Bees lip balm I have ever seen. I didn't even know they made these. Behind the lodge, there were a bunch of forested walking trails, and the sunlight was just streaming through the leaves, and it was so picturesque, I couldn't even believe it. After the lodge, we drove to the nearby library, and it was truly such an eclectic place. I'm not even sure how else I would describe it. It had hundreds of artwork about Henry Miller in different mediums, money in different currencies hanging from the ceilings, and this big outdoor space with all sorts of funky abstract sculptures. I really loved the vibe in there and would totally recommend this as a fun stop if you're driving through the coast around here. There was also this cutie dog who clearly spends her days soaking in all the sunlight and attention from visitors from all around. For a late lunch, we did a short hike down to Partington Cove, another cozy oceanfront nook, hugged by rugged cliff faces, and it was just the perfect spot with a beautiful view. I squeezed in a quick sketch here and just enjoyed how amazing the fresh air felt.
I see them.
I'm advertising the vehicle. We're advertising.
The sun was starting to set then, and we headed to this really cool restaurant called Nepenthe. It had this rustic but mid-century modern interior and a massive outdoor patio that overlooked the ocean. We just yapped away while drinking our little beverages and enjoyed the view with each other's company without paying for a full meal. We were technically supposed to cook dinner after, but it was so dark and cold, we caved and just decided to eat at the lodge instead. The food was fine for the most part, but we were all so hungry at this point. When the waiter showed up to serve Shruti, the literal tiniest caprese salad I have ever seen, like comically small, we were all so bad at hiding the disappointed reaction, it was kind of funny. But then, Uni got some ice cream for dessert, and he got handed the biggest scoop ever, and I thought it'd be funny to document the contrast of both. For this last sketchbook page, I realized I messed up the timeline a bit and forgot about dinner after the second day, but just pretend this was all one very, very long evening.
I found the leaves burn very well. Yeah, I put some.
We got a fire going and made my apparently now signature campfire nachos. They look so average in the video, but trust, it is one of the most heavenly things you could eat while camping. The smokiness of the tortilla with all the fresh ingredients on top is so tasty and incredible. We ate it up so fast. Then we decided to roast an entire kabocha squash and made a pot of mulled wine on the side. Pro tip for making mulled wine: you can buy a pre-made pho broth spice bag at any Asian grocery store, and it's the exact same spices you use to cook your wine with. Here is the beautifully roasted kabocha the next morning, which we ate for our last breakfast together.
Satisfying camping box and wine. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that. I found it. It was
For the vlog. So cute. It literally looks. We then packed up quickly and drove out to squeeze in one last little hike at Whalers Cove in Point Lobos before we all had to go home. This is so pretty.
What an elf. Is that an elf in
It was like a jump scare. I'm like nervous for him. I think we spent a full hour here just watching all the seals sunbathe on the rock, and it was so peaceful. Every time I go on a trip like this, I really appreciate how much I get to slow down and interact with people without distraction. It feels like a hard reset on my central nervous system, and I really enjoyed documenting this trip slowly and thoughtfully,